When we're young, we often go to great lengths to make others happy, but as we grow older, we begin to realize the wisdom in shifting our focus inward. This perspective is something we'll explore today, reflecting on some profound lessons that can transform relationships and help us avoid unnecessary pain. Marcus Aurelius, one of Rome's most renowned philosophers and emperors, once observed that our greatest mistakes often lie not just in what we do wrong, but in the endeavors we should never have pursued. It's ironic how intelligence can sometimes lead to overthinking, causing us to stumble into avoidable traps. What follows is a reflection on lessons rooted in Stoic philosophy, wisdom learned through both experience and introspection, lessons that can help create deeper, more fulfilling connections. Let's begin with a principle that is as simple as it is vital: the importance of keeping your past private. In a world that glorifies oversharing, choosing discretion is a rare and powerful act. The Stoics believed in the strength that comes from controlling what we reveal. While honesty is crucial in any relationship, there's a fine line between transparency and vulnerability that leaves us exposed to misjudgment or manipulation. The wisdom of philosophers like Epictetus reminds us to focus on who we are now and who we strive to become, rather than allowing the shadows of our past to define us in the eyes of others. Sharing your history should be an act of trust, not obligation, ensuring that your vulnerability is met with care and respect. Oversharing can often lead to unintended consequences. It can allow others to form opinions based on a version of you that no longer exists, or even open the door to emotional manipulation. Marcus Aurelius aptly noted, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This power extends to deciding what to share and with whom. Privacy isn't about hiding, it's about exercising discernment and valuing the journey of growth you've undertaken. Equally transformative is the courage to face the fear of being alone. This fear is one of the most common traps in relationships, driving people to cling to situations that no longer serve them. The Stoics, however, teach us that solitude is not something to be feared, but embraced as a powerful opportunity for self-discovery. Epictetus said, "We suffer not from the events in our lives, but from our judgment about them." This fear of being alone stems not from solitude itself, but from our perception of it. It pushes people into settling for relationships that diminish their peace, dignity, and potential, confusing companionship with security. Yet, true security, as Seneca pointed out, comes from within. A man who is at peace with himself does not need the approval of others. Solitude allows us to reconnect with our true selves, to reflect, and to build a life that feels complete on its own. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that the quiet retreat into one's soul is the most untroubled refuge. When you embrace solitude, you begin to understand that your worth isn't defined by another person's presence but by your own sense of completeness. Relationships then become an addition to your happiness, not its foundation. The path to stronger relationships begins with self-awareness, boundary setting, and a fearless embrace of solitude. These principles remind us that true connection, whether with others or within ourselves, requires thoughtfulness and courage. By learning to master ourselves, we can create lives rich in purpose and relationships grounded in mutual respect and authenticity.